Have you ever been so desperate that you put on a onesie and dance for money? I have, and this is that story. My name's Adrian Davidson. So I book a job to play Captain America at rich kids' birthday parties. For most people, joining the Marvel Universe is their big break. In my case, it meant cleaning up pizza vomit and doing the wobble dance for 8-year-olds. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby. I still don't understand how a song with the lyrics, I got 'em shaking their boobies like congos, makes it in every single one of the parties. But there you have it. To give you an understanding of how I ended up here, I was desperate and broke. My biggest acting job had been playing a guy from New Jersey who hates casinos on public access television. My big line was, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm just Joey from New Jersey. They want to bring casinos into my neighborhood? Forget about it. People would recognize me in the street. Hey, you're that dumb guy from New Jersey who hates casinos, right? Yeah, that's you. Ah, Joey, hey. That's when I see a job post for clowns.com on Craigslist. Chances that it was posted by a serial murderer with a clown fetish? 100%. But I apply anyway. The only thing it said was bring a resume. So I just listed clinical depression and getting hit in the face with pies under relevant experience. I get there and they show me into a waiting room full of 16-year-old kids. There I was, a 36-year-old man, broken, competing with kids with no life experience to become a clown. This was my rock bottom. A guy in a full clown suit and makeup walks in and sets up a PowerPoint. He says, clowning is very serious business. If you want to work here, you gotta have passion, professionalism, and commitment. Then he got a call on his banana phone. He went on to say, if we get the job, we'll work 10 parties a day, 15-hour days, every Saturday and Sunday. I should have left right there, but I wanted to know what it would be like to have a nervous breakdown, all right? When he finished, there was a long silence. Then he just says, congratulations, all of you got the job. Basically, just showing up meant you became a clown. He takes us into the basement to undergo 4 hours of training, where we find the 70-year-old angry Russian dude named Stavros. The guy looks like he's never left the basement. He starts throwing party paraphernalia on the floor and yelling at us to pick it up. Don't forget Jack in Box! Where is giant toothbrush? You are too slow to be clown! Then we move on to making balloon animals. This don't look like rabbit. This look like you take crap on balloon. He then started popping all of the balloon animals with his teeth. So they assigned me the role of Captain America. I ask, why Captain America? They're like, 'cause you're white. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. They give me the suit. It was a onesie. I had to ask someone to zip me up in the back. Had a red plastic plate for a shield. 2 giant foam muscles for pecs, which looked like breasts. Real manly, you know? I felt more like Captain Emasculated. And there were 0 foam muscles from the waist down. There were nowhere for your balls to go in this thing. They were just right there at the punching level of the kids. So I go to my first party. I meet up with Spider-Man and Elsa from Frozen in the parking lot. I'm like, what do you guys, what do you do to prepare for the party? Get into character. They're like, we usually smoke a couple blunts. I'm like, won't the parents notice? Spider-Man just laughed and said, dude, the parents get so wasted at these parties, half of them don't even remember it even happened. They just want you to take the kids out of their life. And I'm like, got it, Spider-Man, now pass that blunt. We all get lit before the party and go in. Now let me tell you, when the kids see a 36-year-old man in a Captain America suit, they smell blood in the water. You know what I mean? This one girl in a Katy Perry t-shirt comes up to me with a bunch of her friends and says, you're not really Captain America. I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, no, you're just an actor who can't get work. I'm like, that's not true. I get plenty of work. Oh yeah? What shows are you in? I'm like, I was in a Latuda commercial. Latuda? What's that? Well, your parents are probably familiar with it. It's depression medication. So you're not even a real actor? I'm like, I am a real actor. I was in the commercial. I was behind the main characters in the tire swing, looking sad by the shed. But then I got a happy face because the Latuda kicked in. And in the next scene, I was able to watercolor with my friends. She's like, you're a loser. Then a crowd of kids started chanting, "Loser, loser, loser." Then they all started hitting me with their fairy wands, and I started blocking them with my plastic shield, fearing for my life. And then my shield broke in half. The girl goes, "You're the worst Captain America ever." So with my ego destroyed and my spirit shattered, I finally snapped. I was like, "Listen, you want the truth? Your dad's been inappropriately hitting on the Little Mermaid for the past hour. Your mom's been buying edibles from Spider-Man. I'm high as a kite right now, and Katy Perry is shit." Now, I'm not proud of it, but that was the first time I really felt like Captain America. It was also the last time I ever performed at a children's party. I've done a lot of jobs that 5-year-old me could never have imagined. One time while bartending, I had to kick out an aggressive blackout drunk whose mom went on to sue us. That's right, his mom. You can watch that here. Or check out more animated stories of me in bad situations. Like this one, about the time I was attacked by a stingray on a nude beach with my parents. You can't make this stuff up.